2024 and 2025, the smart home industry marched to a breaking point. Spotify remotely bricked thousands of devices. Google abandoned security systems people trusted with their safety. And Chamberlain locked you out of your own garage unless you watched their ads. They all turned expensive hardware into e-waste overnight. The message is clear. The cloud is dead. If you're still building your smart home based on brand loyalty, monthly subscriptions, it's a trap. Stop it. In 2026, the best smart home is the one that can survive the apocalypse. Today I'm giving you the 5-tier blueprint to build a home that owns itself. Let's give her. Tier 1 is lighting. This is the don't get divorced layer. If the internet goes down and the bathroom light doesn't turn on, it's literally gonna get ugly. For this layer, we ignore the hype. We don't use Wi-Fi and we don't even use Matter yet. We use Lutron Cassetta or Philips Hue. Lutron uses a proprietary radio frequency called Clear Connect running on 433 megahertz. It's a quiet frequency that Wi-Fi can't touch. It doesn't care if your router is on fire. It just works. Is it boring? Yeah. Is it expensive? Yeah. But in 5 years, when your Wi-Fi bulbs are offline, this switch will still be working. The physical controls always work. They have options for every 2, 3, or 8-way switch situation in your home. And these Pico remotes, they last 7 years on a single battery. I've added my shades, plugs, and outdoor lights to Lutron. So putting all your divorce level gear into a system like this keeps you in happy wife, happy life territory simply because it works the way you expect. If you can't replace switches, you use Philips Hue, not for the colors, but because their Zigbee mesh is unbreakable. Keep tier 1 boring. Boring's reliable, and honestly, the new Hue Elements lineup isn't much more expensive than generic bulbs. You only really overpay when you get fancy with color. Tier 2 is where the revolution is happening. This is your basic sensor and control layer. In 2024, I told you to buy Zigbee because it was cheap. But in 2026, Matter over Thread just got affordable, like last month. IKEA just changed the game. These new sensors are about 10 bucks. The remotes are $6 and they are native Thread. However, I am going to limit this tier 2 to these kinds of basic items for 2 reasons. Now first, the network. Matter over Thread was supposed to be one big happy family. But in 2026, Apple, Google, and Amazon are still fighting in the sandbox. It takes work to set this up correctly so you don't end up with split networks that crash your whole system. Second, the data. Matter is still young. It restricts what data passes through. With Zigbee, a sensor tells you everything. With Matter, it often just tells you open or closed. So use tier 2 for the cheap basics, but not the big time fun. It's worth setting this up now though, because what used to cost $30, $40, or $50 from Eve now costs $10 from IKEA. That is a future worth investing in. Tier 3 is for the specialists. Presence sensors where you sit still for hours. Water valves that stop floods. Curtain motors. It's the wild stuff that requires complex data or function. Matter hasn't caught up here, so for this, we're gonna stick with Z-Wave or Zigbee. Do not force a square peg into a round hole this year.
You guessed it.
Orange.
It goes in the square hole.
If you need a presence sensor, an Aqara FP300 over Zigbee is still superior to the watered down Matter over Thread version. For mission critical safety, like floods, stick to the pros. If my house floods, I trust my Aqara Zigbee valve or Azu's Titan Z-Wave valve to close every single time. Reliability over hype. What this ends up meaning is you need a hybrid smart home hub, a brain that speaks all of these languages all at the same time. More on that in a bit. Tier 4 is security. Now, 2 years ago, smart detection meant paying a monthly fee. In 2026, we delete the subscription. We're moving to local AI, and brands like Eufy, Aqara, Reolink, and Ubiquiti are putting the NPU, or neural processing unit, inside of their cameras. Then they're combining that processing power with local storage hubs. This means features like video search, where you can type "who walked the dog yesterday," happen on the local hard drive. No video leaves your home, and there's no monthly fee. I'm even testing the new Tapo H500 hub, which adds local storage and analysis to their very budget cameras. Everyone's moving in this direction. Just be careful though. When you pick a camera brand, check if it integrates with your smart home hub. Now, Reolink plays nice with Home Assistant, whereas Ring does not. And it's worth mentioning that your smart home hub will have its own security system on board. You're able to build your own DIY security system. And while you won't have professional monitoring on that, in 2026, you can now get to a place where your main hub can provide the security most people need for their homes. You can delete that big subscription bill. And I have 2 videos linked below where I show you how to set these systems up fully. Before we get to the final piece of the puzzle, the brain, I need to address 2 elephants in the room: voice and, well, fun. Voice assistants. In 2026, my advice is a little controversial. Give up on them. Right now, Amazon and Google are in a messy transition to AI. Your smart speaker is getting dumber and actually more expensive. They want you to pay a monthly fee just to set a timer. Now, my prediction, Gemini will eventually win this war. It's getting good. But until the dust settles, stop building your house around voice commands. Use your tiers, use your sensors. A smart home shouldn't need to be told what to do. Second, accent lighting. If you're already in the Philips Hue ecosystem in tier 1, stay there. It's expensive, but having one app for everything is worth the money. But for pure fun, I still love Govee. They are well priced, bright, and absolutely wild, but they are Wi-Fi devices. They don't help your smart home. They do crowd your router. The good news though is everything new from Govee is at least Matter over Wi-Fi. This is where sometimes Nanoleaf wins. Their shapes and lines, the wall panels, they act as thread border routers. They literally run your network. And their essential bulbs, they are Matter over Thread. Just be careful. Check the box for the Matter logo, because the old stock from Nanoleaf looks identical, but it's stuck in the past. Get the new ones and your fun lights will actually strengthen your tier 2 network. So, how do you control a house that has Lutron, Hue, Thread, Zigbee, and cameras from Aqara or Reolink or someone else? You use a smart home hub or a hybrid controller. In 2026, you're gonna grow your Thread network for the cheap IKEA stuff. Keep Lutron for your lights. Use local AI for cameras, but stick to tried and true for the complex stuff. That takes one of the best hybrid smart home hubs out there today. So make sure you have one by watching our video on the best hubs to manage this chaos. I've ranked the top 3 in this video right here. Otherwise, thanks for watching today, and of course, live smart.